I had to confront my own fears and weaknesses, or I could never have defeated you. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Welcome back to More Force. Reacting here with More Force. So, this time we're going to be watching The Quartering. He just posted a video, and I think it needs to be shared, definitely. But I found it interesting anyways from the title. It is the one that he's doing about the TikTok ban. And apparently there's a bunch of stuff thrown in there that can be very detrimental for us as citizens of America. So, let us see what is going on. Oh. 18 plus. TikTok ban. Yeah, there we go. TikTok ban reaction. Okay. And broadcast. Let's tweet this out. And you might see my head tilting towards the side a little bit. That's because I'm working on my page. Hopefully I can get most of it done today and finish it tomorrow. Hashtag VTuber. I'm just going to do all the VTuber tags. I apologize if anyone's joined the stream. I cannot see you at the moment. I am tweeting this out. I'll acknowledge you in just 1 second. There we go, tweet. Nope, nobody's here. That's fine. It's mainly for you guys anyways. We might get some people in here later once I start. So I'm going to react to this. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions, of course. And I'm going to be drawing here on the side. So, quartering. There we go. This was uploaded literally just 30 minutes ago. Hey, Kale. How are you?
Okay, I need you to. This is
one of those videos that absolutely need. Everyone has to make.
So, I'm reacting to The Quartering. Oh, I'm doing great. I just got home from work. I'm working on my comic right here on the side. And The Quartering posted this video about apparently there's like this law going in. Hey, Sophie, how are you? Apparently there's a law going through. Oh, sure. Come in. Welcome, Kale. How are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy too after working. Sure, no problem. Anyways, welcome Sophie, and apparently a law went through that's going to nope, it didn't go through yet. They're working on it, and it's going to apparently ban TikTok. But the problem with that is apparently there's a bunch of stuff going into the law that can be detrimental to us. Apparently, the Quartering's about to get into it. Hey, over here looking like a Sasuke with short hair or shorter hair.
Make sure you click the thumbs up button and make sure you click that share button down below and get this video out there, because what's been revealed now in this new banning of TikTok legislation is that the government is doing exactly what the government does.
Surprise, surprise.
And the things that they packed into this bill to try and ban TikTok is legitimately terrifying. It's just like the Patriot Act, only even worse in many cases. They're running out. It's called the Restrict Act, and it is so intrusive, so ridiculously over the top that it even targets private users of VPNs.
Say what?
With up to 20 years in prison. I'm going to get into this story right after I advertise a VPN. Make sure you check this out. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel
thank you so much. Welcome, Samuel. So I'm just reacting here to this video posted about the quartering. Apparently, a bill is being worked on, and there's some crazy stuff in the bill. Like, apparently, like going to jail for like 20 years, even through a VPN or something crazy like that. It's wild. So, but I'm gonna let the quartering do his sponsor, or not his sponsor, yeah, his sponsor ad, because you know it's just his content. I'm gonna let him go through it. And then we're going to get back to the video. Oops. There we go.
They've rolled out
you can see my head
massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free. 84% off.
Bit of a
Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. Your Private Internet Access now is available on unlimited devices. Make sure you get yours today. This is nuts. This went from something that basically everyone agreed with to now something that everyone needs to know about and needs to fight against. Of course, our government does this.
Of course.
White House very in favor of bill to target TikTok. Now, we should have known something was afoot.
Yeah.
When so many Democrats were on board to also ban TikTok. It was weird that it had this.
Now, I'm going to pause it right there. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. Thank you very much for the question card. I kind of just see the law and the culture how it is, and I make my opinion from there. I don't try to subscribe to any one group, because I think doing that kind of biases you. But I will say that I lean more to the Republican side. But I'm definitely not one. There's so many things that I do not agree. It's just I agree more with the Republican side. What do you get the most? When do you get the most excited? When do I get the most excited? I would probably have to say, and that's a good question actually. When do I get the most excited? I think, yeah, I think so. I think when I get the most excited is probably when after spending hours and hours on like a picture or a page I'm working on, and I look back on it and I am completely pleased with it. That's when I get the most excited. There's just this euphoric feeling that I get. I think that's it. Now, if you want to make that dirty, this is not that kind of stream.
Had this bipartisan support. It was something I didn't really understand myself either. Appearing on CBS's Face the Nation on Sunday morning, Senator Mark Warner of Virginia said the proposed legislation had picked up support in his congressional chamber from 11 Democrats, of which he is one, as well as 11 Republicans. I think the White House is very in favor of this bill, said Warner, chair of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, without saying whether Biden's administration would push For these steps to be taken against TikTok, Warner added, "We would give Secretary of Commerce the tools to ban or to force a sale." This is something that we're all basically okay with, right? Except that's not what it is.
Oh boy.
It actually goes much deeper. In fact, the bill to ban TikTok, this is from Greg Price, is absolutely terrifying. It gives the government the ability to go after anyone they deem, anyone they choose as a national security risk, at which point they can access everything from their computer to video games to their Ring doorbell camera. This is a Patriot Act for the internet.
Dang. Of course.
So let's look at
Full
Section
on
3.
invasion of your privacy. Who would have thought that would be happening? Sheesh. So much for just banning TikTok. They go, just to make sure that nobody uses TikTok, I think we're going to just see through your camera and see all your files. Let's see that browser history. Hope you didn't delete that. Sheesh. All right.
B, addressing information and communications technology products and the services that pose undue or unacceptable risk. The security in consultation with the relevant executive department and agency heads is authorized to and shall take action to identify, deter, disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, or otherwise mitigate, including by negotiating, entering into, or imposing an...
Hey, Kira, welcome, welcome. I am over here reacting to the quartering and his recent video that he posted like 30 minutes ago about this TikTok ban. And of course, there's just a bunch of other BS into it. It's not just banning TikTok. Surprise, surprise, who'd have thought? But essentially, what I can get from it so far is that with banning TikTok, they also want to have just almost unfettered access through your privacy. Your browser history, they need to make sure that you're not even looking at TikTok. Even down to like a doorbell camera. That's wild. Apparently. But it's right there. I'll do my own due diligence after streaming and everything, but sheesh, so far it's just looking crazy.
and enforcing any mitigation measure to address any risk arising from any covered transaction by any person
Sheesh.
or with respect to any property subject to jurisdiction of the United States that the Secretary determines.
Yo, that's crazy. Did you hear how many times he said any? Any? Bro, that is so broad. That is so, oh my gosh.
That includes desktop applications, mobile applications, gaming applications, payment applications, web-based applications. I mean, software, hardware, wireless networks, mobile networks, satellite payloads, satellite operations, long, short, and backhaul networks, edge computer platforms. I mean, everything.
Everything.
He continues, believe it or not, it gets even worse. If they find you in violation, they can put you in jail for 20 years, fine you $1 million, and seize your property. They can also deem any foreign government an adversary without informing charges, and everything they do is not subject to Freedom of Information Act queries.
That's crazy.
Civil penalties, a fine not more than $250,000 or an amount that is twice the value of the transaction. I mean, you have... this is insane.
It is.
I thought this was about banning TikTok.
I've yet to
If
see
this was about banning TikTok, Greg writes, they would pass a bill that simply bans TikTok.
Yeah.
But the Uniparty is trying to create the same system of domestic spying they did after the Twin Towers, but for the internet on steroids. It might as well have been written by the intelligence agencies as a full takeover of the federal government. I mean, it is absolutely insane. Here, Mindy Robinson writes, now we know why the feds are pushing to ban TikTok. The Restrict Act would allow feds to access all the data on our devices, including Ring and home security apps,
Yep.
and it'll be a crime to use a privacy device like a VPN. They've
She
gone full 1984. You can see another good rundown of the Restrict Act. The Restrict Act would allow the government to access data on your video devices if it is a service that uses under 1 million people. This includes
Welcome, Jaya. How are you? I am reacting to the quartering in this video about the TikTok ban. And so far, this bill, it hasn't passed yet, but this bill that they're pursuing, like, it has almost very little with banning TikTok and more about making sure that they can see everything that you're doing online, pretty much. Essentially. And if you try to hide what you're doing through VPN, oh, that's a no-no. You can't do that either. How dare you? Crazy.
include services like Ring, doorbell, in-home security cameras, and much more. A VPN won't help you get around this either. If you're caught using a privacy device such as a VPN, you will face up to 20 years in prison and or $1 million in fines.
That is wild.
You see, Dr. Lynn Finderella writes, everyone needs to hear about the Restrict Act. This bill is currently known as the TikTok ban.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did read it right. Yep. That's, like, honestly, that's why I wanted to react to this on reality, so that other people will, know that how crazy this is. Like, it's crazy, crazy. Wow. I didn't know. Like, I had a feeling that it was going to be bad, but holy crap, I did not think it was going to be this bad. That's insane. Okay, I haven't. I've been just too busy. I just knew that I just knew this was coming out. Well, not coming out. That they're working on this bill, but I didn't know the details on it until just now. Man, this is wild.
TikTok ban by many, but it looks as though we were all deceived again. The TikTok ban is nothing but a distraction while they push the Restrict Act.
Did you see the part where, so he was talking about this like early, like maybe a minute before he came in, but apparently if you try to hide your data, essentially, thank you so much for becoming a follower. But apparently if you try to hide your data essentially through a VPN, they can fine you up to $1 million and and arrest you for 20 years. Bro, this is the kind of stuff that you only hear in books or see in like a dystopian movie. That's what's in this bill. Oh my. Oh man, like how much more effed can it be? Let's hopefully we never find that answer, but sheesh. Welcome, Talk. How are you? If you haven't, if you don't know about this TikTok ban, it's crazy, man. It's insane. Like that every day these things happen. Facts. I'm not even going to get into what just happened recently over here in the States, in Nashville. I'm not going to bring that up. Crazy, crazy times.
Act into law. You see here, Mrs. Caucus. The Restrict Act is not limited to just TikTok.
Nope.
It gives the government authority over all forms of communication, domestic or abroad, and grants power to, quote, enforce any mitigation measures to address any risk. Meaning they can do whatever they want to national security and now and future. A review and prohibits certain transactions between persons in the United States and foreign adversaries and for other purposes. I mean, this is, or potential future transaction, a thought crime. So what happens if you're
Oh, come on, Jaya. Why would you think to be safe in your own home? What? No, that would only make sense. It can't make sense nowadays. Come on now. Come on now. You know you can't make sense nowadays. There's no such thing as rational thought anymore. This is crazy.
designated a national security threat, what can they access of yours to confirm it? Literally everything.
Ever.
Notice the preemptive attack on quantum encryption in there too. It also allows the Director of National Intelligence and Security for Commerce the authority to universally designate new foreign adversaries without notifying Congress, and a 15-day window to even notify the President of the United States. It also requires a joint resolution of Congress to be able to even overturn it.
Dang.
If you recall from before, quote, foreign individuals can now also be U.S. citizens that are deemed a national security threat. Once designated, the bill grants authority to enforce any action deemed necessary to mitigate the threat with zero due process and few limits on punishments.
Now, why would you need
After the federal government has detained you without due process to mitigate the, quote, immediate threat you pose, what kind of punishments await for you in court? Well, how about $1 million fine, 20 years in prison, and forfeiture of everything you own?
I don't even think it's reset at this point. I think it's just full-on destruction with no way of recovering. That's not even reset. That's desolation.
You might be saying, well, this is crazy. This is insanity. This can't possibly be real. Oh, but my friends, it is real.
Friends, it is real. It is real.
And the other thing is, look at how the federal government got involved. We know now factually with Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and presumably YouTube and all these other places. We know that the FBI was sending Twitter little tattletale notes over people that didn't even register, like 7 or 8 followers making some Trump tweet, and the FBI was,
how dare you,
freaking out. If this passes, it will be the greatest infringement on the United States citizens' rights in modern day history, other than maybe lockdowns.
Right, Shia? What?
The act also grants
all privileges. Didn't you know? Welcome, Lizzie. How are you? Where you're coming into like near the end of the video, but essentially, Lizzie. Don't even get me started on that, Shia. But essentially, Lizzie, this quote unquote TikTok ban bill is more about a bill to be able to look through all of your privacy. So I hope you don't have anything on your browser history. Look through all of that, even so far as your doorknob camera, to make sure that you're not using TikTok. I say that sarcastically, but this has nothing to do with TikTok. This is just they just found the the perfect scapegoat for infringing on your rights. Hey, to each their own. I have my own reasons for wanting to stay here, but scary times ahead. Scary times ahead.
Unlimited hiring power to positions of enforcement, unlimited funds with little or no renew and immunity to the.
Fair enough. Like, for the most part, that's the main reason why I want to stay here, is because my ancestors helped build this country. And I don't mean as like I hate it when people freaking useless. Like they go to the my ancestors helped build this country. We were slick. No, no, not that. I know my history. And I know my history doesn't begin nor end with some of my people being slaves. It goes much further than that. We have a great history. And that is part of the reason why I want to stay in America, because I know the history of America. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of tragedies. Quite a lot of tragedies. And
Through the
this
Freedom
bill
of
gets
Information
passed
Act,
and
which means
never
they can do
turned to.
whatever they want and never get caught. The bill that claims to protect U.S. interests from foreign entities allows the feds to classify anyone they deem is a security threat, even U.S. citizens, as foreign individuals, and gives them unlimited funds, unlimited hiring, no due process, and is immune from FOIA.
Of course.
Wanting to ban TikTok, actually getting tricked into banning Bitcoin by progressives. I mean, it was like, it's insane. For the purpose of this bill, by the way, a transaction is anything by anyone.
Sheesh.
It's insane.
Absolutely no problem.
job,
Thank you for
Miss-
joining in here, Jaya.
This
Hope you
caucus.
enjoyed. Well, thank you for liking. Hope you enjoyed me reacting to this. And I would say, if you don't know who the Quartering is, definitely check him out. Whenever something like this happens, he is on top of it. He might not agree on all of his takes, but it's just another avenue, I would say, for more information on stuff. You never want to like have tunnel vision and only watch one person. I would say subscribe to many different people and make your own decision that way. And I say this guy is he's a good source of information. That's all I say. But I humbly thankful that you decided to join this broadcast, and I hope this did inform you more. It seems like it did.
Like, this is the greatest infringement on American rights in history, in our history.
In our history,
people that are alive right now.
In our
And I mean, I guess since the Patriot Act. Only this is worse. This is worse than the Patriot Act.
Which is wild.
They told us that they wanted to ban. Remember when the Patriot Act came out and they're like, "Don't you want to be safe?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we can just wiretap whoever we want."
Yep.
Oh, and also let's get rid of online gambling. Let's get rid of online poker. We don't like that. What did that have to do with making people safe? Nothing. It was just in there. People said, "I don't care. I want to be safe."
Mm-hmm.
Take these rights away from me. I just want to be safe. I mean, this is insane. This bill cannot pass. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you get it out there on Facebook. Get it out there on Twitter, wherever you use.
How are you?
Whatever whatever you use. Make sure you subscribe and you turn notifications on right now, because I'll be following this one very closely. You're not going to want to miss anything.
All right, so that's going to be the end of that video. So, Pinky, you joined at the end of the video. Essentially, with this quote-unquote TikTok ban bill, it essentially has almost nothing to do with banning TikTok. It has more to do with invading your privacy. Now, this bill hasn't passed, but like this, it's crazy. Like, this bill goes even so far as to say that if you were to use a VPN to protect your data, they could fine you up to $1 million and imprison you for up to 20 years. No cap. Definitely do your own research on it. That's what's in the bill. Do your own research on it. See it for yourself. Unfortunately, you missed the video where I was watching it, looking at it. It's insane. And not even that, this bill, if it were to pass, allows the government to see, like, if you see all your browser history, if they want, to make sure you're not using TikTok, or to see even so far as your doorknob camera, just essentially just any privacy. I am not playing you. I promise you. I promise you. It's insane. Not, not on my watch. Exactly. Let's see. How long have I? I'm also recording this too. This is insane. Dang, 30 minutes already. All right, I'm gonna keep streaming. Welcome, Red Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna keep streaming, but I've been recording for my channel, so I'm gonna end the recording here. But I'm gonna keep streaming. Most likely react to another video. I'm just gonna do an outro here. Clear my throat. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed the my reaction to that. Thank you everyone that's came in so far and liking the broadcast, especially Jaya. She had a lot of good takes. I enjoyed our conversation in the chat. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Life gets you down. Probably a little more force. I'll be seeing you.